Welcome to Brianna's world, your favorite internet girl. Brianna's world, Brianna's world. Welcome to her world. Welcome to Brianna's world.
Hi YouTube, we are chatting all things wisdom teeth. I've officially been recovering for a week and it's time to spill the tea. I literally have my laptop in front of me because we're organized and I know exactly what we're going to be talking about. Mind you, I've had a headache for 4 days. So starting off with a little bit of background, all four of my wisdom teeth grew in I'd say last year, and it was painful at times, definitely like a lot of pressure in my mouth, but it was nothing that like I couldn't handle. I don't even think I took any like pain meds for my wisdom teeth coming in. It was just uncomfortable. So I had gone to one dentist appointment where they're like, this one looks a little weird, you know, you might have to eventually get this one removed. But I never had like any serious conversations about wisdom teeth. I had gone into my local dentist because I just moved and I'm like, okay, I need a dentist out here and I really want to get Invisalign. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make an appointment with someone new, chat about Invisalign, and then go from there. Of course, the way life works, I went in there to talk about my Invisalign and he's like, well, first you got to get out your wisdom teeth. He's like, your bottom two grew in completely slanted. Most grow in like this, mine grew in like kind of at a downward angle, and it applied a lot of pressure to my teeth. I remember that the most, of like food getting in like that pocket and pushing all of this pressure into the front of my mouth, and that was like the most painful part of getting my wisdom teeth in. And he was like, yeah, they grew in, impacted and slanted, so you definitely need to get those out. And he was like, the top ones you don't necessarily need to get out, but what I've learned is that your teeth have a pair, you know, obviously top and bottom, and so if I were to get the bottom ones taken out, those top ones would be searching for a pair and would probably start growing down to see if it could find that pair, and then I would start biting on my cheek more, and I would probably eventually get a cavity in that tooth, and like I would have to do it eventually in a few years, and I'm like, hell no. So it was obvious that I kind of needed to get all four out. And the thing is, I had a dilemma. My boyfriend's in the military and he left for an 8-week training a few days ago. And so I was in this position where I was like, okay, I either need to get them out before he leaves, or hopefully I can wait until he gets back. So I told the oral surgeon my whole situation, and he was like, yeah, you need to get them out now. So it was a Tuesday that I went in for the appointment. By Thursday, 8:30 a.m., 4 teeth had been yanked out of my mouth already. God. Okay, so let's get into the recovery process. So day 1 and day 3 were so easy. I had no pain. I was taking my pain meds as prescribed, but I wasn't timing anything. I did not do any alarms. Honestly, just wait until I felt a little bit of pain in my mouth and then I would take it again. But it never was anything that I was like, oh my gosh, I can't handle it. I was so confident about my recovery. I'm like, this is just so not painful. Like getting an IUD put in is more painful. Having a migraine is more painful. Like literally so many things were more painful. Like I got stitches in my face. It was more painful. Like the recovery, I'm like, oh, this is going to be totally fine. It's just unfortunate I have holes in my mouth. And all I'm going to say is I spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. It was day 4 and I wasn't really feeling anything. Day 4 was Monday. I wasn't really feeling like too much, but I just started to feel more discomfort than normal. And by day 5, the best way that I could describe this feeling is the feeling of getting braces. It's such a specific feeling. You're like, you have no clue that braces are gonna hurt until you put them on. When you put braces on, it feels like all of your teeth are like holding on for dear life. There's so much pressure in your mouth. Your teeth are super tight. They're super sensitive. Like I remember having to suck on a potato chip because my teeth felt so brittle. Like they actually physically hurt. And that's really how my teeth have been feeling for the past like 2 days. And they haven't like physically hurt, but my mouth makes me think that my teeth are aching. I'm really grateful that my teeth actually don't hurt because that means I would not be able to eat. I've thankfully been able to eat meals. I've retracted that. I'm not doing that as much, but in the beginning I had to eat because I was getting like so hungry, and I suffer. I literally suffer from migraines, and so I'm like, if I don't eat for a day, I'm gonna get a migraine. I'm gonna be in so much pain, not only in my head but in my mouth, and then I'm gonna get so nauseous from my migraine that I'm gonna throw up, and then it's gonna open up the stitches. Like, that's how serious it was. So I was like, I need to physically eat protein or I will pass away. And so I ate. But I do not recommend that. I do not recommend that at all. Just don't do it. Just eat soup. Just eat soup and be a good girl. Like, that's all I recommend. Now, day 5 for me so far was the worst day. All of my teeth were aching. My gums were aching. I had to go buy like some sort of ointment to like put on my gums to kind of like numb them for a few hours, because it felt like people were pulling out my teeth all at the same time. Like, I felt like I was back in the dentist and each tooth was getting pulled individually at the same time. And it was just very painful. I had to work through it all. I really just wanted to like ball up and like go to sleep for like 3 business days, because I just wanted it to be over. And when I looked up my symptoms, I'm like, is this normal? It's so normal. Teeth sensitivity is so normal. Gum sensitivity is so normal. Having sensitivity in like the front teeth and not as much the back teeth is normal. All of the things that I was feeling was normal. So I'm like, okay, nothing's wrong with me. I'm just experiencing the actual pain of getting your wisdom teeth taken out. Another thing that it feels like is like I have a little mini brick in my mouth, and it's being placed on my bottom, on my jaw, and I'm having to keep it up. Like, talking right now physically hurts. Like, my gums are touching my cheeks at the moment. Like, they're so inflamed. I feel like I have a lisp. Like, my whole mouth is just on fire. Now, knock on wood, we are on day 6 when I'm filming this. I woke up today at like 4 something in the morning. I didn't feel any pain when I woke up, which was great because I took Tylenol at like 9 o'clock the night before. So it definitely was out of my system. I wasn't feeling that much pain until like I officially started to get up and like move my body. Then I started to feel a little bit more like gum pain and like back teeth pain, but I like touched with my tongue and like kind of felt the hole back there, and it definitely got smaller. I went and looked at it actually in the mirror, and it's like, it's definitely gotten smaller since yesterday. So I could kind of like take a deep breath, because I was like, okay, definitely have dry sockets and it's definitely not closing. It's closing today. So hopefully going into the next few days it like actually continues to get smaller, so I don't have to go back to the dentist, because this shit was expensive. Like, I don't know how good of a dental insurance you guys have, but like, I had to pay so much money out of pocket for this. I'm like, I know damn well if I go back in, they're gonna be like, okay, it's gonna be like $200 just to see the dentist, and then we're gonna prescribe you new medication, and that's gonna be this amount of money. Like, I just know it's gonna be a lot. So I'm like, please heal normally so I don't have to pay that much money. Like, please. So now I'm literally gonna let you know the essentials that you need for the first 7 days of recovery, because I wish I had this list day 0 so that I could be a little bit more prepared. So let's get into it. Number 1, drink pineapple juice before. This could be a myth, but I do think that it really helped with those first few days of like not really having that much pain. I also didn't really start swelling up too much until like a few days in. But I do think the pineapple juice helps. I think it helps with inflammation. And if it doesn't help, it's just a really good drink. So you should have it in your fridge kind of anyway. I got the Trader Joe's kind, and it was just like so yummy. So good, but I recommend it. Stock up on your ibuprofen and Tylenol. I know some people can't take either or. Whatever one is your ideal pain med, get it and have a bottle next to your bed. And make sure you have enough. Just make sure you have enough. Another obvious, but just stay on top of your pain meds. Like, get a chart, write down the meds you need, write down how many times you need to take it, and like, don't miss out on taking it. It's essential to take the antibiotics. Like, it all helps with the healing process. So please do it. This is like one of my biggest essentials, is getting in ice and hot compress. I got like a $10 one from Amazon and I've been using it every single day and probably will continue to use it after my recovery. I used ice the first few days, and then I guess you're supposed to move to heat like day 2 or 3. I was not told this, so I was still using ice. Using ice probably stiffens your jaw more. Using heat relaxes your muscles. So like after day 2, when you feel like your swelling has kind of like stopped or hasn't gotten worse, then move to heat. It will change your life. Now for my girlies out there that love a water bottle, I love a water bottle with a straw. I love a straw. I'm always using a straw. You can't use straws after you get your wisdom teeth taken out, and it's absolute torture. I accidentally used a straw like day 2 because I ordered Taco Bell and I ordered a drink and it came with a straw, and I didn't think about it until like halfway through the drink, and I'm like, fuck. But like, it's a straw. Like, everyone uses a straw. Who doesn't love a straw? So definitely get something, or expect to be using like a glass or like some sort of plastic cup the entire time. So this is one essential that I actually didn't have. I would recommend getting vitamin water and protein shakes. The protein shakes isn't obvious. Like, you're not going to be able to eat protein the way that you'd like to. Like, I've had salmon, and like, even though that was so soft, it was still like kind of difficult to eat. And then the vitamin water, like, you're just really like, you're drinking a lot of water, but you're still not getting like the typical nutrients that you would be getting from food. It's really easy to get dehydrated, and I would just recommend having any sort of like vitamin water or like electrolytes to keep you really well hydrated. The next thing would be black tea bags. My dentist thankfully sent me home with like 2 of them, but like, I didn't really have black tea in my house like that. Like, I had other flavors of tea, but not black tea. But black tea basically helps you clot in the first few days. I don't think I really clotted, which is why I think I have dry socket, but that's another story. I literally had tea bags in my mouth for like 48 hours straight. I would put them in, take them out, eat some food, put them back in, take them out, eat some food, put them back in. Like, it was a continuous for the first like 24 hours because I needed to clot, which again, I don't think that I did, but it does help. And let me just say, the reason why I don't think I clotted is because I ate so much food. That's why. And then for food, this is kind of like another obvious. Let me just run down your food schedule and what I think you should be eating. Day 0, like day number 1, right when you get your teeth yanked out, that day, eat the softest shit. Eat the applesauce, eat the yogurt, have a smoothie, put some protein in your smoothie. Be so boring. The next day is when I would start doing the like mashed potatoes and like sweet potato, mac and cheese, and I would do the saltwater rinses after each time you eat, and I would continue those mashed potatoes, the sweet potatoes, soup for like the first 3 days straight. And that just really confirms that you will have a clot because you're eating super soft foods and you're doing the saltwater rinse a few days after, so that it's cleaning the socket. What I think went wrong with mine is that I was told not to do the saltwater rinses until a week. Mind you, I was eating meals since day 1. So what I think happened is food continued to get into my sockets, and although it was fine, it started to create a lot of pressure in my mouth, which then didn't allow my sockets to close like they wanted to. I flushed really well yesterday for the first time. So much food came out. I was like, what the actual fuck? So much pressure released in my mouth, and now today my hole's closing. So I have a feeling that there was just so much food, it was just causing so much pressure and just like wasn't allowing the healing process to really happen. And now I'm doing the saltwater rinse after I eat, and I feel so much better. Now I'm still in pain, but I definitely feel a lot better. It's still a very painful thing, no matter if you have dry socket or not, no matter if you're the healthiest person or not, no matter if you've never gotten teeth pulled out, it's still going to be some sort of painful, but hopefully it's manageable. And as I'm speaking, like, I don't know if you can hear, but my gums, I'm like sitting on my gums as I speak. Like, it's pretty fucking painful right now. But I wanted to be super honest about it. I had filmed a video a few days ago and I was like, this is so easy, it's not that painful, take your meds, you'll be fine after day 3. I deleted that video. That video will not be posted because that's a lie. It's a lie and it gets worse. So I'm coming on here with full honesty, full transparency that this is painful. It's painful as fuck. But hopefully you get enough pain meds. Hopefully you're rested. Hopefully you are not dehydrated. And hopefully day 7 comes for you in a flash. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys got some sort of advice from this video. I will hopefully be doing a 2-week update, but until then, please hope that my holes close up and that I don't have to go back to the dentist. I'll see you guys soon.